Folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here comes the Tennessee offense, and you see Ryan Tannehill leading them out.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
Now, first down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4.
From the 36, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
Complete to Jonnu Smith. A gain of 14. And the Titans first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and...
On second down, here's Henry.
49-yard line.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
I know you saw in your email that the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for league MVP. You've got a vote. I've got a vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one, though. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. He's in the stadium right now. So there you go. There's my hint.
There's your hint right there. I'm going to wait until after this one is over. He's got to sway me with one more performance.
Ball carrier.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, currently sitting in the number 2 spot. But remember, that no longer means a bye into the divisional round.
No, partner, you're right. They made that change for the 2020 season. So being in the number 1 spot is the ultimate deal. Used to be the top 2. Got those opening weekend buys. Now it's just number 1. But still, a lot at stake, as you mentioned. They could end up with 2, possibly 3 home games if things shake out correctly and they continue to win in the playoffs. First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched the playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Mess around and put that thing over your pyramid. 6 figures every year. 50 up to 100.
On first down, Henry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Smith. And 8 yards picked up. First down, Titans.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Gun, Tannehill, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Adam Humphries with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he puts it through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And you can see they'll be the AFC South representative, but for the moment at least, they'd still need to host a wild card game in that first weekend, but not the worst thing in the world.
No, not at all. And you and I both know this about this division. It's been wide open and extremely competitive, and it was again this year. So for a team to come away with the division title and get to the playoffs, you know they'll be battle-tested for their run in January and into February.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars nothing.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And right side, Henry's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, Henry, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Titan ball carrier.
2nd and 8.
Tackle made by Miles Jack. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
Derrick Henry on the
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they?
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. They'll run with McKissick. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
on 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL converting on third down, so it's no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Dobbins working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run. Robinson down right around the 25.
Robinson.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. we could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
throwing again on second down. Tannehill. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jaguars getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome into our EA Sports Halftime Report. A busy final day of the regular season, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And it's the Chiefs who have the lead in the second quarter. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we make the short trip up I-65 to check in on the Bears at home, Soldier Field in Chicago. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. 20-17, your final. In our game has been Ryan Tannehill, who's had the hot hand in the first half. His guys are out on top as we get you back up to Jacksonville. Standing by once again, here's Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Parkey is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Jaguars 7.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
7 yards there and a first down. Back back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of...
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's McKissick. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw, Tannehill. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. Not much there, only a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. No, Ryan Tannehill slow to get up here. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Dobbins. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Another run here with Dobbins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll run. It's Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Lambo on for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that went an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Josh Lambo.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll get this into the hands of Breida.
Tannehill.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Shreds him with a stiff arm. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Lead to Derrick Henry.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tannehill throwing again. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 21. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Tannehill on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Tennessee.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater. Tannehill down to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Titans are going to retake the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Tannehill. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
42-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tannehill. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tannehill's pass, incomplete, out of the end zone. It's
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
18-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
31. Jaguars 21.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. So now the Jags down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
31.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tennessee, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they suffer their fourth loss so far. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.